Hello and welcome back to The Vegan Runner. You join me here in beautiful Dartmoor. The sun's shining. We're in week 11 of the half marathon plan, the 80-20 half marathon plan, and the longest run of the entire 16-week training block. 2 hours of running today, should be well over half marathon. And I've got a really exciting announcement to tell you as well. Really good stuff, so stick around. Like every single 80-20 workout, they always start off with at least a 5-minute warm-up, which shouldn't be too hard given the fact that the start of my runs are always like a mile uphill first. So check out the lambs, they're enjoying the sun. My pace is for today. Okay, so we're coming up to about 5 miles. Today's long run. 40 minutes or so have gone by. It's just beautiful out here today. Really lovely. So as I say, I'm following the 80-20 half marathon plan level 1. We're in week 11. I think it's a 15-week plan, 15 or 16. So today is the longest run, 2 hours long. Every week of the plan you have a long run, and they range from, I think in week 1 it was an hour, and it goes like an hour 10, hour 20, back to an hour 10, hour 30, hour 40, back to hour 20, till it builds up over time until this 2 hour long run. So typically on my old plan, I'd head out and do about an hour's running, 10k, up to kind of 8 or 9 miles most weeks, and that would be it. Like 80-20, depending on the week and where you are in the plan, but I'm up to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 miles. And I'm out for 2 hours, or an hour and a half, or an hour 50, which is just fantastic. So before I've even attempted the marathon, I've already run in this training block already. Today will be the third half marathon, so feeling confident. That's always one of the worries, isn't it? Will I be able to go the distance? Well, with 80-20, really fills your confidence that you can. And I think the key to it all really is this zone 2 running, where you're not heading out on a Sunday to do as many miles as you can, as fast as you can. You're saving that for race day, you're saving that for the speed work sessions. There's 2 speed work sessions a week. And you're saving that, those intense efforts for those days. Your long runs really are just about getting out there, spending time on your feet. You really do. Running in zone 2, when you get used to it, when you get your heart rate settled, you really do feel like you can run for hours. Seven and a half miles. So, all things going well, should be about 15 miles today. Which may just be the furthest I've ever run, coming to think about it. So that feels great. Everything feels good, breathing's easy, heart rate is well in range, averaging just over an 8-minute mile. I think by the time we get back, it'll be just under. There's a lot of elevation in the first few miles. Now then, big announcement time, and I've got to say a big thank you to you, really, because I think this channel has played a really big part in what's to come. So a few days ago, I received an email, Frontline or something like, I'm just writing to you to congratulate you and welcome you to Team 8020. So what does that mean? Well, a couple of weeks ago, 8020endurance.com, a team of people, actually Matt Fitzgerald, which is the author of 8020, the guy brought all this together. They asked for athletes to apply to become a part of Team 8020, which is a team of runners, cyclists, triathletes that they're putting together to represent 8020endurance.com. And I'm in a really privileged position of being on that team. So over the next 12 months or so, I'm going to be working with the 8020endurance.com coaches, including Matt Fitzgerald himself, which I'm absolutely buzzing about, to work with somebody who lives and breathes running, who lives and breathes sports and sports psychology and sports science. It's just going to be amazing, really amazing. I've never been coached in my life either, so for the last nearly 4 years of running, self-taught, either through experience, trial and error. As you know, I love to read, live and breathe the sport as well. But to get help and advice from some very special people, some very knowledgeable people, I can't wait. So I'm hoping over the next few months or so to be able to bring that to you, some of those coaching sessions, some of the advice that I'm getting from the team. And really dive deep into the world of 8020, which frankly has changed my running, the way I approach my training so much. In fact, this week, as well as getting that amazing email, I also hit my 500th mile for the year. Now, to put that into perspective, last year I ran just over 800 miles. The year before that, 900 or so. I've never been in this position before, with 500 miles under my belt by just the end of April, really. And everything's feeling good. Body feels strong, legs feel strong. Don't get me wrong, I'm tired. After this run this week, I would have done about 50 miles, which again is just crazy. Top end of my last training program was probably about 30 miles a week. So it's really something. So I'm going to be bringing all of that to you, all of my 80-20 experiences, all of the coaching, and there's other things as well. So I think towards the tail end of the year, the 80-20 team are going to be receiving gear, clothing, I assume, which will be fantastic. So really, really excited. It's just amazing to go on this 80-20 journey, represent my team, my club, the vegan runners, bring in veganism, bring in plant-based athleticism, and kind of being one of those lighthouses, showing the world that just because you don't eat meat, just because you don't take animal products into your diet and your lifestyle, it doesn't mean you can't be strong, you can't enjoy running, and you can't achieve your goals. So that's the big announcement. Thank you, ACE20endurance.com. Thank you for welcoming me to your team. I can't wait to get working with you. And an even bigger thank you to everybody who's hit that subscribe button, hit those like buttons, commented, my club, given me a huge amount of support. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, this wouldn't have happened. What an opportunity. Okay, so we're now 12.5 miles in, just under 20 minutes to go. Still feeling really good. No aches, no pains. Just enjoying this beautiful weather we're having. I've seen so many butterflies today. You've got comma, small white. I love this time of the year on the moors. So beautiful. There we go. 2 hours done. The longest 80-20 run in the bag. 15 miles. Just under an 8-minute mile. Those last 2 miles, the last 10 minutes are actually really hard. Some really, really steep hills. And that's one to say about the 80-20 long runs. Because they're all time-based, it takes a different skill to kind of measure out your routes and get things sort of dialed in around you. So I used to sort of plan my routes due to distance, but in 80-20 it's all about time on your feet. So you can run an hour and a half one week and it'd be 13 miles. You can run an hour and a half the next week and it'd be 12, depending on how your heart rate's doing or the elevation of the course, whether it's flat or steep, however it goes, or just how you're feeling that day. So planning your routes is just a little bit trickier than film on, but you know, you plan it just about right. You're never really more than kind of half a mile to a mile away when you finish, or sometimes you just go put in an extra loop or two, and that's what happened there. Had to put in an extra loop to go a bit further than I would normally do. Ended up running up a really steep hill, but it's all good. Right. Thank you very much for watching. I hope your training's going well, and I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather. Until the next one, be the best you.